On October 29th, 1929, the Roaring Twenties crashed into Black Tuesday. What followed was not just a recession, but the Great Depression, a decade-long economic catastrophe that reshaped America and the world. But here's the enduring mystery. Why was it so long, so deep, and so devastatingly widespread? Join the mystery of history as we unravel the complex web of factors that plunged the world into its greatest economic crisis. The Roaring Twenties, unseen cracks beneath the glamour. Before the crash, America was in the midst of the Roaring Twenties. New technologies like automobiles and radios fueled mass production and consumerism. The stock market soared, seemingly offering everyone a quick path to riches, but beneath this glittering facade, dangerous cracks were forming. Wealth was unevenly distributed, leaving many without enough purchasing power. Farmers struggled with overproduction and debt after World War I. And critically, the stock market boom was fueled by speculation and buying on margin, where investors borrowed heavily to buy stocks, creating an unstable house of cards. The banking system itself was fragmented and fragile, ill-equipped for a crisis. Black Tuesday, the spark, not the fire. The fuse was lit on October 24th, 1929, Black Thursday, as the market began to dip. But the real explosion came on Black Tuesday, October 29th, when investors frantically sold 16 million shares. The market lost billions in a single day. This wasn't just a rich man's problem. The crash triggered a profound psychological shock and a loss of confidence that reverberated through every corner of American society. It was a terrifying spark, but it alone didn't cause the decade-long inferno that followed. The spiral downward. Banks, farms, and factories fail. The crash unleashed a devastating chain reaction. Fear led to bank runs as people desperately withdrew their life savings. With insufficient reserves, thousands of banks collapsed, wiping out savings and paralyzing credit. Businesses, unable to get loans or sell goods, cut production and laid off workers. Unemployment skyrocketed, reaching 25% by 1933. Compounding this, a severe drought hit the Great Plains, creating the Dust Bowl, forcing thousands of farmers off their land. It was a vicious cycle. Falling demand led to lower prices, which led to more layoffs, less spending, and further economic contraction. The domestic crisis quickly became a global one, exacerbated by tariff wars like America's Smoot-Hawley tariff, which crippled international trade. Hoover's response and the depths of despair. President Herbert Hoover, initially believing in rugged individualism and that the economy would self-correct, implemented policies that proved largely inadequate. His attempts, like encouraging voluntary cooperation from businesses and limited public works, were too little, too late. As desperation grew, so did public discontent. Shantytowns sprung up, mockingly dubbed Hoovervilles. Breadlines stretched for blocks. The human cost was immense. Families disintegrated, health declined, and a generation was scarred by poverty and lost hope. The nation plummeted into a despair that felt endless. The unsolved puzzle. Why so long? Why so deep? But even with the immediate causes, the Great Depression's extraordinary length and severity remain a subject of intense debate among historians and economists. Why didn't the economy rebound? Monetary policy failure. Many argue the Federal Reserve exacerbated the crisis by failing to inject enough money into the banking system, allowing the money supply to contract drastically. The gold standard. Critics say adherence to the gold standard prevented governments from stimulating their economies. International trade collapse. The global tariff wars choked off trade, preventing any country from recovering in isolation. Underconsumption. Overproduction. Some theorize the economy produced too much for people to buy, leading to a fundamental imbalance. Lack of fiscal stimulus. Early government responses were insufficient to counter the massive economic contraction. The truth is likely a complex, tragic interplay of all these factors, creating a feedback loop of decline that proved incredibly difficult to break. The road to recovery and a lasting legacy. It wasn't until Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal, with its ambitious programs of relief, recovery, and reform, like the CCC, WPA, FDIC, and Social Security, that the tide slowly began to turn. While the New Deal undoubtedly helped millions and fundamentally changed the role of government, full economic recovery remained elusive until the massive industrial mobilization spurred by World War II. The Great Depression permanently reshaped America's government, economy, and social safety net, leaving a profound legacy that still influences us today. Learn the mystery of history as we unravel the defining economic enigma of the 20th century. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more captivating history lessons, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next mystery. What do you think was the primary cause of the Great Depression's depth? Share your theories in the comments below.